on 531 BI.
Taiao Manuia Malo e tau matwe pongi pongini. This is Pacific Mornings. UB40 with Impossible. Well, we are going to make it possible for you right now because joining us is Aui Matangi Ken Ah Kuoi, who has become the first Pacific candidate to put his name forward for Wellington City Council in the 2025 local elections, standing again for the Motukairangi Eastern Ward. A seasoned lawyer based in Kilbirnie and a long-time community leader, Ah Kuoi is running under the Independent Together banner, joining a group of candidates pushing for more transparent and collaborative local government. Ah Kuoi previously stood in the 2022, earning just under 1,300 votes, well short of the 3,000 plus required to win a seat around the council table. But with a renewed campaign and decades of service behind him, including roles as president of the Wellington Samoa Rugby Union, and of course the Marist St. Pat's Rugby Club, as well as Vice President of the Wellington Rugby Football Union. He's hoping to turn that around. If elected, Ah Kuoi will become the first Pasifika councillor in Wellington in nearly 30 years, the last being Tala Kilbirnie, who served until 1995. Ken Ah Kuoi joins me right now, so malo soifua to you, Aui Matangi.
Talofa Malole, John. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Yes, thank you for the introduction. Yes, I am standing for council. Thank you very much for that introduction. I feel that we should have a Samoan or a Pacific person for that matter standing.
Yes,
and you're correct. The last time was famous Namula Ulu Tala Cleverly, and she was admitted as councillor back in 1979. So it's more than 30 years.
Wow.
And we still haven't had anybody in the council since then. So yes, you're right. I'm standing as an independent to get a group of us. And yes, we don't want politics, no party politics in council, and that's why we're standing together. We're just individuals, and we've got shared values and shared to put the community first. So that's what we're standing for. Yeah. So
is it time? Do you think, Aui Matangi, for a Pasifika to join the table?
Absolutely. I mean. Well, there's a lot of Pacific people in Auckland and Wellington, for that matter. And yes, of course, we need a voice in there. There are particular areas that our voice need to be heard, and we need somebody to sit it there. I mean, the saying goes that you have to be around the table. I mean, if you're not around the table, you can't state our voice. So yeah, it's about time. We need somebody in there.
Yeah. As I mentioned previously, in 2022, you achieved less than half of the votes that were needed to be elected in the Motukairangi Eastern Ward. What will be different this time round, do you think, Aui Matangi?
The biggest difference is that people now want to vote because they want to get rid of the council at the moment. I mean, the council at the moment is dysfunctional, and it's not working. It's not listening to the people. They are just doing projects that they want and need to. I mean, they're not focusing on the services that are needed, and then just a lot of other stuff that's not required and not listening to the public. So this time there's a lot of old people that want to vote. They're saying to us that now it's the time that we want to physically put our yes and tick in and vote for people because they're sick and tired of the council. And the main thing is the high rates. There's increasing rates every year. And we're standing for that. That's one of our pillars, is to zero rates increase. And a challenge from Andrew Little, we know Andrew Little is standing, but he's saying it can't be done. Of course it can be done. If we cut all the other projects, the millions of dollars going to Golden Miles, a sea wall and all that stuff. I mean, it's required, but we need to focus on the pipes and the infrastructure. So those are the things that people are sick and tired of. So we need them to vote, and hopefully the percentage will increase.
Yeah, it's great you addressing some of the big issues, but let's talk about some of the biggest lessons from last time for you going into it again this time round.
I guess yeah, door knocking is one, and just getting our people, the churches and the leaders need to tell their congregation that we need somebody in there. We need to address our issues, safety in the city, those things. I mean, it's not just bigger issues, but the issues that affect the people in the community. It's not in the bigger city only, but all the city, the suburbs. So we need our people to get into. I mean, it's very hard getting a voting paper and putting your name in and tick and take it to the voting to the post. So that's hard. So we're trying to teach the people how to do it. The other thing, John, is how to vote. Now, there's this STV process that's quite hard. So what we're telling people, you only need to vote for the person you want. So you don't need to rate every. So if there's 10 candidates standing, you don't have to tick every name. Or sorry, put a number on each name. So if I'm standing and you only know me, only want me, just put one beside my name, and then that's it. You don't have to rank it. I think that's why the other people got lucky because they were ranked down, and then the system it's done the role. If you missed out, then the person at the bottom might transfer the vote to that person. So we are teaching how people to vote and how to vote. So just the number beside my name, for example, and then close and post it.
Fantastic. It's good you're reminding people with the process as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Tori Whanau, the outgoing mayor of Wellington. Was she a good mayor for a mayor for Wellington?
Obviously not. But well, the first thing she done wrong is that she stood as an independent. But when she got in, she was representing the Green Party. So again, party politics should have no place in local government. So that's what she was doing. She was pushing all the green manifestos and all the green for the Green Party stuff. So she was doing all that, and then that's how what it's come out as a dysfunctional council because she wasn't listening to the people; she was listening to her party. So that's the first thing she done wrong, and other stuff that's come in the paper, drinking in public and not doing that. So again. I would say no, it's not good. She was a young person, but she's been involved in politics. But still, Wellington is a big city. It needs somebody who's run businesses, pay rates, but it's just an inexperience and running a big council like that. And I've heard stories from the council at the moment. They've never had a meeting just the councillors together in one room. On every time, it's just everybody is there, and I mean that shows how dysfunctional the council is. And that needs to change.
Well, someone who's hoping to make a change and a difference is former Labour MP Andrew Little, who appears to be the front runner in the mayoralship. Do you think he's the right person? And if elected, do you think you can work with Andrew?
By my personal no, he's not. Again, he will bring the same as the Green Party. It will be a party politics. He will bring the Labour views and run the city. And I've heard he's going to be the same. He'll be taxing people and spend. He'll be increasing the rates and do what the Labour Party will tell him what to do. And funny enough, the National Party is supporting him as a mayor of Wellington. But for independent, together we're putting forward a mayoral candidate and Ray Chung. Ray Chung is a current mayor for 2 terms now. He's a businessman. He's been in there. He knows how to run. He knows what not to spend. So we're putting forward Ray Chung as a candidate for the mayor, and he's got the experience. He's run a business. And unfortunately, Andrew Little is just we know his history in the Labour Party and what not to want to know. So yeah, I wouldn't be supporting him, but yeah, we're putting forward a candidate that we feel Wellington will be happy with, and that's Ray Chung.
Bringing it back to you as potentially, if elected, you could be the Pacifica voice. What are you hoping to bring to the table if
Yeah, well,
elected?
what I want to bring is my experience because I'm standing because I know I can bring that experience I have. I've been teaching for 10 plus years, of education review officer, and now being a lawyer for about 17 years. So those experiences I bring to the table as a doer, a person that listens to people, listen to his customer or clients, and that's how that experience I can bring in there. And the table in the council, we can prioritize what to do. It's all common sense. There's no big deal about this. It's common sense. And some people see council as a retirement job. Just go there and tick boxes and stuff. But it's we're there to do a job for the people, and I can bring those experiences from my background as a educator and also a lawyer. So those are common sense stuff. I mean, sit around, prioritize what to do and what not to do, and listen to the people. That's the experience I'll bring.
Just putting local politics aside for the moment, your son, Ken Ah Kuoi, plays for the Chiefs. You must be incredibly proud of his achievements so far.
Well, yeah, don't say proud, but of course, but happy, very happy. And well, rugby is a job. So that's his life, that's his job. And we all just pray that he doesn't get injured, and just keep praying and play well and no injuries, so he can still work and support his kids because he's the one that's got the twins, the 5-year-old. So he's got a big life ahead of him. And very happy, and go the Chiefs. Hopefully, the Chiefs will win this year. Oh, sorry, Chiefs and
The
Moana will
Hurricanes,
have the
yes.
final.
And how about that? And does that mean you're quite torn if there's a Hurricanes match as well?
No, I'm not torn. No, I'm a Chiefs supporter because my son comes first, and then Moana will play. Hurricanes next week. I'll be going to that game. I'll
Nice.
be supporting Moana.
Good on you. Well, we saw.
Family's first, John.
Yes, yes. No, Malo, Alpito. Any final thoughts, just to wrap up our talanoa apart from rugby, but back to politics. Any final thoughts to leave with our listeners and viewers this morning?
I'm just encouraging people to vote. Vote, please. You can't complain. Can't complain if things are not happening around our city, especially in a very strong and safer city, because there's a lot of homelessness in where I work in Kilbirnie, and we need to change that. We need to find space for those people, and because of mental health and other stuff. So please vote number 1 for Ken Ah Kuoi in Eastern Ward, Motukairangi, and don't vote for anybody else if you don't know them. God bless, Whaftai lava.
Manuela Waso Faftaite Le Lava. Thank you very much. Aui Matangi Ken Ah Kuoi, who wants to become the first Pacifica councillor in the capital in nearly 30 years, or more than that. Now, if you missed it, you can watch the full interview on 531PI's Facebook page.